We're going to take you now to Alberta. The town of Jasper has released a map and a list of all the structures that were damaged or destroyed by that massive wildfire, and it is extensive. Many of the residents who had to flee are now in Calgary. CBC's Anis Hadari joins us now from the evacuation center that has been set up by the city. Can you tell us a little bit more about what's going on there?
So, it's still early in the morning here in Alberta, Linda. It is fairly sparse at the evacuation center here in Calgary, but the few people who are in there from Jasper right now are undoubtedly looking at the map and the list that was released late yesterday. It basically confirms what many were fearful of, many suspected. About a third of the structures in the town are destroyed or heavily damaged in some way. Mostly it was in the west side of the city, or the town of Jasper, I should say. Officials are telling us that the information they compiled in this map is based on visual inspections. They have not gone into any of these buildings or what's left of them. They haven't checked the backside, the reverse ends of any of these buildings. So when you're looking at this list or this map, if the building is listed as destroyed, clearly they visibly saw a lot of damage. But if a building is shown to be okay, you'll note that they listed as no visible damage. It doesn't mean that everything is okay. But what has been seen there, the damage is extensive. There were estimates that it's about a third of the town that was destroyed. That seems to be confirmed with what we're seeing here now. Parks Canada, though, is saying this is not over. Fire season in Jasper National Park is probably going to go into the fall. That's based on what we've seen with wildfires in Alberta in general, and certainly what they've seen in Jasper in years past. They're hoping that the fires in the town site itself, the town of Jasper, that they will be able to get those completely extinguished fairly soon. Unfortunately, for the kind of people who have had to evacuate to this center here in Calgary, but also to parts of British Columbia, there's people who are in Hinton and maybe all the way in Edmonton. They don't know when they're going to get home yet. It could be weeks at this point. We still don't have clear understanding of when they're going to be able to get home, when they're going to be able to maybe see the structures that have no visible damage, but assess what's wrong with them. We are expecting more updates from officials in Jasper later today, maybe some more clues around timelines, some updates on how it's going around restoring things like power, necessary infrastructure, and what is happening with extinguishing the fires that remain within the town site. But for now, Linda, we don't know when the folks who are at evacuation centers like this one are going to be able to go home.
The uncertainty is so profound for these people, and it's been such a difficult week. Thanks for bringing us a look there in Calgary, where some of those folks are taking refuge. That's the CBC's Anis Hadari in Calgary.